January 25th, 2020. The first presumed case of COVID-19 is reported after a Toronto man returns from Wuhan, China, the epicenter of the outbreak. 2 days later, it's confirmed. March 8th, Canada records its first death from COVID-19. A man in his 80s died in a North Vancouver nursing home. Days later, the World Health Organization declares COVID-19 a pandemic.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
The next day, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau self-isolates after his wife tests positive for the virus. He doesn't contract COVID-19. By March 21st, the U.S. Canada border closes to non-essential travel. 4 days later, a 14-day quarantine is mandatory for all people arriving in the country. It's also that day the emergency aid bill is passed. It includes the CERB, $2,000 a month for those who can't work because of the pandemic. By mid-April, over 1,000 Canadians have lost their lives to the virus. Just 8 days later, that number doubles to more than 2,000. By early June, Canada's unemployment rate hits 13.7%, the highest figure on record as COVID-19 continues to take a massive toll on the economy. The summer saw counts climbing more slowly, but by late September, it's clear. The Prime Minister warns a second wave is underway.
We're on the brink of a fall that could be much worse than the spring.
On October 19th, we surpassed 200,000 COVID-19 cases. Less than a month later, that number jumps to over 300,000. But as winter approaches, a sign of hope. On December 9th, Health Canada approves the use of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, the first vaccine for Canada. A week later, the first doses are administered in Quebec and Ontario. And just before Christmas, Health Canada approves the Moderna vaccine. Then, a new challenge emerges. A new, more contagious variant of the virus is discovered in the UK. On Boxing Day, it's discovered here. The new year starts off on a somber note, nearly 600,000 cases and almost 16,000 deaths as vaccination efforts ramp up. And then a bump in the road. In mid-January, Pfizer announces a delay of vaccine deliveries. But the Prime Minister is still hopeful the country is on its way to putting the pandemic behind us.
This does not impact our goal to have enough vaccines available by September for every Canadian who wants one.
Sharmeen Somani, Global News.